Welcome back, buddy. Our friends from Island Realty are here to continue our property management expert series. Lindsay Blackburn joins us along with Brian Beatty from Keller Williams Realty to talk about how a sales agent and a property manager can be the perfect pair to jumpstart rental income for investors. I welcome you both to Lowcountry Live. Thanks so much for being here. Lindsay, I'd like to start with you, as we usually do, the properties for investors. If someone were interested in investing in a rental property, how exactly do they get started?
Well, the first thing that they need to do is contact a qualified real estate agent like Brian, and they'll help them start the purchasing process.
Indeed. So, Brian, when you receive a call from a potential investor, how do you walk them through the process?
Two major things happen, really. First thing we do is we sit down with them and we go through the process, start to finish. We talk about what to expect, because different people have different level of experience. We really kind of hone in on what they need some help on. A lot of people look at things like HGTV and read things, and then they have kind of a certain idea going into buying investment property of what it's all about. So we try and pinpoint those areas and focus on where they need some help. Then the second thing we do, of course, is we talk about their expectations. We talk about their investment criteria, and we align that with what I'm seeing in the real estate market to determine whether or not we can make a good purchase.
Now, this is people's money. This is their livelihood. So I'm sure that there are pitfalls, there are hidden expenses that people don't see by watching HGTV, for example. So what should the investor be on the lookout for?
One of the big things that I see is people miscalculating their projected rental income. Someone like Lindsay can help them with that. Pitfalls, I would say, not accounting for things like how long it's going to take to find a tenant. We call that vacancy loss. That usually, of course, affects the bottom line. Things like having a contingency fund for maintenance-related items. All of that plays into the return on investment for the property, and all of that really needs to be identified up front.
Absolutely. So once you find that property, Lindsay, tell me, once you get a contract accepted on the property, how exactly does the investor go about hiring a property manager?
Well, either the owner of the property or the agent would contact us on their behalf, and we would get the address and then do a little bit of research and give them what we call a CMA, or a comparative market analysis. And it's we compare it to other properties in the area and get a good educated guess on what the rent income would be on that. And we put it in a spreadsheet for them with, we account for vacancy loss, maintenance, and things like, and the management fees, and then we tell them what they should make on the property every year.
So you kind of get a basic ballpark idea of what you're going into.
Yes.
That sounds perfect. So assuming that investor has purchased a property and hired a property manager, what exactly does the first 2 months, let's say, look like for the owner?
When the closing happens, then the property manager and the owner will start working together if it needs any remodeling. They'll get started on coordinating painting, cleaning, new carpeting, anything like that. And then the last things that we would do, get it deep clean, get carpets steam clean, locks changed, and get it all ready. Take marketing photos, get it listed on all of our sites. We do have an in-house leasing agent, so she will market it on MLS, which is the multiple listing service locally. Also Trulia, Zillow, HotPads. It goes to about 25 online advertising sites that people use to look for properties.
And that's where everyone's going to look for their real estate.
They'll conduct showings. Once we have an application on the property, then we do a full credit and background check, and then we call the owner, and the final decision is up to them.
That sounds like a wonderful thing. So, Lindsay, where can people go and get more information about Island Realty and your company, what you guys do?
To contact Island Realty, you can call us at 843-886-4041, or look at islandrealty.com.
And Brian, how about you guys if somebody's looking for a Keller Williams property?
Easiest thing to do is go to my website, listingsincharleston.com. I can also be heard Saturdays at 8 and Sundays at 10 on 1250 WTMA for the Brian Beatty Real Estate Show.
Perfect. Well, thank you guys so much for coming. Some great information right there. Check out all that information on the screen. We appreciate it.
Thanks.
I'll send it over to Tessa.
Well, it's a new house.